Virgo, welcome back to Spiritual Influential Tarot. This is your general weekly reading for the week of, or should I say the last week of April. April 29th. Let's see what Spirit can speak to you about here in today's video. 9 cards for Virgo, please. We are starting off with the Knight of Cups, followed by the Tower card, followed by the 8 of Pentacles, followed by the Wheel of Fortune. Your 4 cards came out right away, followed by the Queen of Pentacles, wow, I have a lot of cards here coming out all in one shot. There you go, look, another 4 cards right off the back. There's 4 cards right off the back. We have here, followed by the Devil, followed by the Page of Swords, followed by the Strength card, and ending with the Queen of Wands. So Virgo, we are going to start with the Knight of Cups. Should I put it here? It's much better for you there. We have the Knight of Cups, okay? When it comes to the Knight of Cups, okay? Remember that knights are always moving forward, okay? There is a sense of happiness. It's upon happiness. It's upon emotional and spiritual fulfillment, okay? It's harmony. It has to do with alignment, all right, especially in your relationships. It comes with happy, like, families, you know, domestic bliss, divine love, long-term relationships. The Knight of Cups speaks about soulmates and true contentment. Speaks about the contentment that describes your life right now, okay? That's what the Knight of Cups is. The emotions that are running through you and are going straight forward, okay? And you must plant your seeds, okay? Because see, if you notice with the Knight of Cups, see the water that's running through there? Water. Okay? And if he was to put his seeds in there, things would grow. Okay? Just little hints that I want to give you. Okay? Here we have the Tower. Okay? The Tower, a lot of people, in the Tower, a lot of people, when they get the Tower, they become like, oh, they get worried, okay, because of the way it is, because of the destruction and the way that, but really it's about reality, okay? It's about, these two people that are, basically, falling into reality, okay? When the Tower comes, it's like a sudden, it's like an unforeseen change, okay? You know, when the Tower comes, it's per se something, a change that is sudden, okay, that is coming, okay, and I understand that everybody understands that the Tower is destruction, but it's also represents liberation, okay, revelation or spiritual awakening, okay. And also the Tower represents also your world that may come crashing down before you in ways that you could never have imagined. But it also means that new opportunities are on their way. They're coming, okay? Because it's like something has to break in order for it to be repaired, right? And then you got this whole new, it's almost like brick by brick, right? You have to, you know, the foundations have to be broken down so that new foundations be built. All right. Okay, that's what the Tower. That's what it has to let you know. Okay, Virgo. We have here the 8. If I'm correct, right? Yep, the 8 of Pentacles. Excuse me. It's just that the way that it looks on camera, these cards don't look like that in front of me. Okay, I have to like look between the light and the way that this looks. I have to really stare at it because it's like it's a different kind of glare that hits my eyes. But anyway, this is the 8 of Pentacles, and when it comes to the 8 of Pentacles, okay, it wants to let you know that this is a time of hard work. Okay, it's a time of hard work. It's a time of commitment, a time of diligence and dedication, okay? You know, you are developing your skills through repeating tasks to achieve mastery, okay? It is a really good card. It allows you to become the master of the crafts that you want to become a master in, okay? And because of this hard work, okay, it shows you that you're methodically working towards something that you want, you know, something that you are on the brink of achieving. It's a card of great success, okay? And it's a card of you fulfilling, okay, your ambition. That's what the 8 of Pentacles is. Okay. Now we have here followed by luck is on your side. Okay. Good luck and fortune. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. When it comes to the Wheel of Fortune, what is the best way? The Wheel of Fortune. You know, one of the greatest ways for me to tell you what it represents, okay, is it's just like life, right? It just continues on going and going and going and going and going and going. You have to make it turn because it's going to continue on turning. A wheel continues on turning, okay? And the wheel is always turning and life is always changing, okay? If you're, you know, going through hard times, it will get better, okay? But you have to continue on making that wheel turn, okay? Continue on making that wheel turn, okay? Because good luck and fortune will return in time, okay? And if things are going well, know this too. Save for those better days. If, you know, fortune is the problem, then you want to be prepared so when things, okay, too will change and life may return to its normal, maybe something that you're always used to, right? You're going to say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to be, let's per se, it's almost like, you know, one thing I can say, it's like this past snowstorm, right? That we had. I said, you know something, next year, I'm going to be prepared. I'm going to be so prepared that it's like, it's not going to bother me, okay? I'm going to have the right boots. I'm going to have the right shovel. I'm going to have everything correct so that way everything works out perfectly, all right? Because the wheel keeps on turning, right? Okay? It's about, prepare yourself. And remember, you see this squiggly line right there? A lot of people don't see that, right? Can you see that? Yeah, you see that right there. It's a snake, right? And the snake is the one who holds a portal. Okay, snakes are known in the tarot to hold portals. Okay, so be in control of that portal. Okay. See, this is the line that you have to stick to right here. So I'm looking across your cards and I'm noticing that you have very good cards here. Okay, we have here the Queen of Pentacles, Cups. See this? Okay. When it comes to the Queen of Pentacles, she is the Queen of Pentacles. And what represents the Queen of Pentacles is that you have, the card wants to let you know that you have high social status. Okay? You have high social status, prosperity, success, and financial independence. Okay? And you are nurturing, practical, and providing financially, and that is something that is huge because you are a provider. Okay? You may be working, you may be a working parent, or a female, or it could be a male, but it also could be a feminine person, okay, in your life, all right, who is generous and usually is kind of wealthy, okay, charming. It has an infinity for the finer things in life. Alongside, let's per se, the motherly attributes, okay? You are also talented in business and execute your plans successfully, okay? And I feel like you also enjoy, let's per se, making your home welcoming for guests and others. Okay, Virgos are like that. Virgos are very, very smart. Virgos are very like, you can read a book and remember the entire thing. Okay, so we have here, allow me to cover this because I'm supposed to cover this. This is the Devil card. Another card that a lot of people freak out when they see it, but in all reality, it's also a very, very good card, okay? It's a very, very good card as well. Because the devil, okay, it means that you are being seduced by the material world and physical pleasures. You may be at the effect of negative habits, okay? Dependencies and behaviors, thought patterns, relationships, and even addictions. You got to check yourself upon that. So you're addicted to anything, okay? And you know what? Sometimes being addicted to certain things is kind of good though, right? Because if you're addicted to the right kind of things, then it's going to be great, right? And it represents your shadow or dark side and the negative forces at play. So I want you to use discretion, okay, in your personal and business, in your personal and business, you know what I mean? Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Use your discretion. You know what I mean? You know, keep it close to you, okay? when it comes to your personal and business matters. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm like looking for the right word. And remember to let go of fear. Okay? Now when it comes to I say this to a lot of people, if you notice, the devil card has two chains across the two people, okay, the male and the female. It's around their neck. But in all reality, if you notice inside the card, they're actually loose. And I'm actually holding it because of the guidelines. I'm actually holding and covering the breast of the female, okay, the bodies of them because guidelines on YouTube. But also I want you to notice that he has wings of a bat, right? Of like bat wings. And that means, to me, it reminds me of, be careful with energy vampires. You know, make sure you're surrounded by the right type of people, because sometimes it can suck your energy out of you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We have here the Page of Swords. A Page of Swords. Okay. When it comes to the Page of Swords, it allows me to tell you that you have plentiful of ideas. Okay. You're inspired. You're curious. Okay. You have great ways to communicate with people. You're a great communicator. Okay. Your thirst for knowledge can lead to interesting discoveries. Like I said, you can read a book and remember the entire thing. Okay. You are quick-witted and an inquisitive, direct and truthful type of person. Okay. And you're young at heart. Okay. One thing about Virgo is that you're not afraid to speak out and ready to engage in passionate debates, okay? And can't wait to share your thoughts, okay? Messages and ideas with the world, with others as well, okay? It doesn't matter. Now, when it comes to the Page of Swords, okay? Always remember that, see the foot that is forward, but there's one sort of back. You don't want to have, you know, even though that he is in a ready position with the sword to chop anybody's head off, he's always thinking of the past, and you need to let that go, okay? Whatever it is that you're thinking of, right? Especially when it comes to this money that you're trying to receive. This could be about a career, okay? It is also, the Page of Swords is followed by the Strength card. Okay? The Strength card is another great card. Another fantastic card. Okay? When it comes to the Strength card, okay, your strength gives you the confidence to overcome any fears, challenges, and doubts. Okay? So feel the fear and do it anyway. Don't be afraid. I just finished saying don't be afraid to do what you want to do, okay? Because you can do it, okay? You can definitely do it, all right? Yeah. Because, see, you have the confidence, the vitality, okay? You have the potency, the courage that is needed to overcome any obstacles, okay, that is in front of you at this moment, okay? And that's what strength is, right? Because if you think about it, notice that she deals with this every day by placing her hand in the lion's mouth. And if you notice too, she's also has that lion tamed at the moment, because if you notice, you see how his tail is inside, in between his legs. Like, You can tame the toughest lion. Okay? Remember that, Virgo. Virgo, this card is being followed by the Queen of Wands. Okay? By the Queen of Wands. Another fantastic card. Okay? Remember that this card represents that you are outgoing, okay, and full of energy. Virgos are like that. Okay? You're optimistic and independent. Okay? You are accomplishing, okay, many tasks. Okay? Have an abundance of sex appeal. Okay? It allows me to tell you that you are taking charge, all right, of what needs to be taken charge of. Okay? You're taking charge of things. You're I see you organizing things, okay, in your life. You have a positive and uplifting energy. Okay? You're unafraid to speak, just how I said before. Okay? When it comes to Virgos, okay? Since you're unafraid to speak up and the willingness to stand up for others, I want to remind you to don't forget to do the same for yourself, okay? It's very, very important. All right? Let's see what your higher self has to say to you, Virgo. See what the higher self of Virgo has to say. Okay, 3 cards, please, for Virgo. Oh. What I didn't do today, I didn't put my glasses on today. Look at that. Wow. 3 cards, okay? 1 flipped over. I don't want to accept that 4th card, so I'm not going to. I'm only going to accept the 3. Okay? I asked 3 cards. 3 cards is what you're getting. This is the 3rd card. I'm going to wait until the end so you can see it. I'm going to put it right here, okay? So you can see here it is a full moon. Higher self wants to let you know to surrender to the divine. Okay? It is a full moon. Surrender to the divine. Okay? We have your 2nd card which says you and your loved ones are safe. Okay? Full moon in Cancer. Okay? And 3rd card. I want you to see this. Okay? A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. I mean, it just can't be any more straighter, right? You know, the cards, they speak to the signs so clearly. Okay, these signs get spoken so clearly. I want to speak now to the angels to see what angel numbers come up for you, Virgo. I can have 3 cards from my beautiful angels here for Virgo. Three cards for Virgo, please. Wow. Put that back here. Look at this. Okay, look at this. 3 cards at the same time. We have here Angel number 343 is speaking about enthusiasm. Okay, it says approach life with an optimistic attitude even in the face of challenges. Be excited about the opportunities that lie ahead and to embrace them with open arms. Virgo. Let me show you the card. Okay. We have here second card, authenticity. 787, it says be yourself, pursue your passions and show your authentic self. Don't pay attention to what others are thinking of you. Okay? Authenticity. Virgos are like that though. You know, Virgos aren't really followers. They're more people who lead. Okay? And then you have here confidence, angel number 909. Things are moving and you need to make a decision. Act with confidence and take risks. Okay? So Virgo, with that being said, it looks like you are heading towards a new career in your life. You have to make the right decisions. You do have the strength to move forward. Okay? I highly suggest that you trust into your intuition and your intuition itself. Okay? Whatever you have going on, remember that luck is on your side. Okay? Luck is on your side. For some reason, I feel this is a new career stepping into your horizon. That's what I'm looking at. And you're caught up upon what it is that you want to do. But you'll make the right choices. You'll make the right decisions. With that being said, Virgo, this is what I have for you. I hope that with this reading I have earned your subscription. If I have, please subscribe, like, share, and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss out on any of your zodiac readings. Excuse me. And with that being said, may you forever be blessed with great health, prosperity, and stability in your life, so that way, the day of tomorrow, you'll be a bit more spiritually influential. I'll see you next week, Virgo. Take care.